All right. I think we have a stable network now. Right. We're still testing out the stream to see if it's okay before we start. It's been issues. We've been having issues with our stream. It has not been smooth. So we're just trying to test to make sure that you have a good experience. So let me test it out to be sure. It's been issues. We've been having issues with our stream. All right. It has not been smooth. I think we are good. All right, welcome back. And yes, the beat. If you join us earlier, this is what we were working on. I was teaching aspiring producers how to make beats, how to create from the start. So if you've not watched that video, you can go and check the previous stream. This my video, under my live video tab, the same title. You see it. So this is the continuation, so that you get to understand if you are interested in learning how to make a beat. All right. So now, as in the course of me trying to fix the whole issue with the live, I think it was a network issue from my own end. The network was not giving, but all the same, I believe this is even better. And if you're having if you have any opinion that you want to share, you can share. And so now, before then, we had the beat has been arranged. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. This is called beat structuring on the playlist. So you see, if you look at this beat, it has been arranged. We see this is like from here, from the first 8 bars is the intro. Then the next 8 bars, the next 16 bars is the verse, and the next one is the chorus. Now, how do you count bars? If you look at the lines on the screen here, those tiny lines, they are 4. If you count it, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4. Count another one, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that is like 8. You understand? That is 8. So now, if you count all of them, that is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. That's 16. So by most of the times, the recommended arrangement is most of the time, usually most producers always goes with 16, 16, 16. Some people do 12 depending on the type of song. Some people even do 8 depending on how many verses you want on your song. You understand? So on this particular beat, I decided to go with 8 bars of intro, and I decided to go with 16 bars of verse and 16 bars of hook or chorus, how you call it. And it depends. It all depends. It's just depending on, like I said, the genre or what kind of project you're working on. So now, before I explain further, and we'll go on with the structuring, I would like to play the beat so that you get to listen to how it was arranged. You can see that I added a riser effect at the beginning of the verse and at the beginning of the chorus and towards the ending of the chorus. Then this is like a clap. This is like a drum fill. So let me just play the beat without too much talking, so before we'll come back to the explanation. Sorry for that long break. Okay. So if you're feeling this beat, if you need this beat, Muna call me or Muna email me. You understand? Let's get it and make some heat out of it. Because even me myself, I'm feeling it. Yeah. This is some smooth Afrobeat. I know there are some artists out there that will really kill this one. I trust my people. From Nigeria, from Ghana, Kenya, South Africa. Where are you guys? Turn up. Alright, so now back to business. So this song now, this particular beat, I would love it to have like 2 verses. So like you can know, if you notice, you see that there's only 1 verse. So what I would do is the same way which I structured the intro, the first verse, and the intro and the chorus is the same pattern I'm going to use to structure the verse 2. So it's very easy. All I have to do is to select. I'll just click here where we have this thing here. Then I will highlight this. You know, once I highlight it, I'm able to select it. It's very easy. The next thing I will do is to hold my shift key, the shift key on the keyboard, on my computer keyboard. I'll hold it while I drag and click and drag the whole, the whole thing to the next side. So you see, it's very easy. I've been able to duplicate just the way it was from the beginning to the from the verse 1 to the chorus. So I just duplicated it. I'm gonna do the same. Like, just, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like, I selected this whole part and I duplicated it to make out my verse 2. You understand? All right. So, and then the next thing I have to do is I might want to change some things on the verse 2. Maybe I wouldn't want the bass to start when the second verse comes in. I might just decide to silence the bass, and let's silence it and listen and see how it will sound. So it gives some anticipation. I think that sounds good. Sounds good, yeah. So I don't want everything to just be the same, alike, you understand? So I might decide to just silence this, even the strings. Let's silence the string and see how it will sound. No, it's too silenced. I don't think I like it. Let me take out the keyboard and let's see how it sounds. Yeah, I think that sounds better. Yeah, so even if somebody wants to rap on it, can actually rap. Sounds good. 1, 2. Then the karimba, I can decide to still bring in a bass. I think I'll have to fix a bass there. Yeah, I like it. So let's play it again and see, probably from the beginning of the verse 2 to that place. So I can decide to, that some producers will just put like a cut here. Let's try something. I'll put a cut and see how that place will sound. That makes it nice. Let's listen to that again. That's nice. Let's hit again. Those people that knows how to rap, Muna rap now. Yeah, yaga, yaga, yaga. I beg you, no sabi. Hey, Mado, see this fine girl. All right, I think I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's do some. Let's add some violin. I think let's add some emotions with a violin. So I'll use expand. Let's add a violin. Maybe towards the last part on this last part of the chorus, the last chorus, we can just use a violin to just no, something like that. Let's just see. Let's try it. Let me just. Like no. Let's try something like that. Again. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, go. Why so fast? Okay, I think that was nice. Let's add it. Let's add it. Let's try it. No. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, what the heck? I work for me, oh. Let's go. 1, 2. No. Let's. I think I made a mistake there. See, I'm not a keyboardist, so I'm just a beat maker. That sounds nice. Yeah. So let's play that part again. Let's play that part again and see how it sounds. All right. Let's just put it maybe probably at the ending part of the chorus. Let's try it. Okay, no. Here. Yeah. Mado. Are you feeling it? So let's play it from the beginning again, and then let's listen to the progression to the end. Yeah, I'm feeling the beat. Are you feeling it? If you're feeling the beat, just let me know on the chat. Probably I should just dash somebody this beat. I think I need to gift an artist this beat. Like, if you want me, if you know you can kill this beat, just let me know in the comment box, in the chat. Just let me know in the chat that you're feeling it. I think I feel like giving this beat out to any artist that feels like, if you know that you can kill this beat, let me know in the chat. And I'm gonna send this beat to you. Use it, distribute it, make profit out of it. You know, I feel like giving this beat out. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm feeling it. And then let's do some mixing to this beat. This beat is beautiful. I think I love it. I'm in love. I want to give this beat out, like I said. If you know that you can kill it, you sure say if you kill this beat, if you sure for you say if you kill him, let me know. I don't want to waste it though. I don't want to waste it. You have to be very sure that you can kill this beat. I don't want to waste it. So if you are certain that you can kill this beat, let me know. So before then, we are gonna do a very light mixing to this beat. So I don't want it to, if you want to learn how to mix, do a little bit light mixing. You know, this is not something, so I'm not gonna go so advanced. I'm just gonna keep it basic. So if you want to learn how to just give a basic mix to your beat, stay with me, okay? Don't go anywhere. All right, let's go. So first of all, I'm going to like start routing the instrument, all the VSTs, all the sound. I'm going to route them to the mixer. This is the mixer. This is where the magic happens. Okay. So like if I solo each of these beats, let me delete some of these unused samples. Like what I'm gonna do, I'll start by playing the pattern 1. So you see, that means on this insert here, if you look at what is going on right here, this insert here, that is where the snare is, insert 4. So that means it has been routed automatically, because if you look at it here, see you can see some numbers. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these numbers represent each mixer channel. You can see that you can see on the mixer channel that there are numbers on it. So just like you see it on those just like you see it on the pattern here, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means from number 1, 2, 3, 4, all these particular sounds or should I say samples are routed already. Understand? So I can start to just give it a name. So I will first, since I now know that this channel, this particular channel has the snare, what I will do, I will just right click and rename it to snare, so I will easily identify where my snare is. So now let's look at these ones. These ones are not routed. You can see like the conga and these two congas are not routed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just route them. So this is how you route your channel. I'll click on the, on it. I can click on it, make sure it's selected. Right now it's selected. I'll just go to any number that I feel like is free. 5, I think 5 is free. I'll right click on it and I'll go to channel routing and I'll click route selected channels to this rack. So once I click, you see it has routed to that number 5. So if you go back to that pattern, you see the number has been added that is routed to number 5. Same thing is what I'm going to do here. This is empty, so I'm going to route it to that track. So you can see it has been routed. So that's what I'm going to do. It has been routed. So if I play this pattern again, you see they are all moving now. That means it has been successfully routed to this inserts, to these channels. All right, so we'll go to the next pattern, and you see this is the pattern 2. We have the keyboard there. It was not routed. That means I have to route it now to this. I have to route. I'll click. I'll select. I want to route it to 7. All right, click the same thing. Route selected channels to this track. So I can rename it so that I will identify it. Piano. It's always good to name it so that you identify, or if you're bouncing the stems, it will be easy for the mixing engineer to identify each file. So the next one is the bass. So it's not routed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to route it to my channel number 9. And I'm going to rename it as well to bass. All right, so I hope you're following. And the next one is still the same thing I played. I think I cloned it. So we go to pattern 5. Pattern 5, we have a karimba there, and this karimba has not been routed as well. So I'm going to route it to this channel number 10, and I'm going to rename it to the instrumental name, which is karimba. I hope you guys are following. Karimba. It's very easy, that's how you route. Go to number 6, pattern 6. Excuse me. Let's see what we have there. So we have like a string. All right, so I will route it to the insert 11, and I will rename it and call it strings. Okay, I hope you're following. Is it not so easy? It's easy, very easy, right? Very easy. All right, so go to the next one. What do we have here? Is a pad. Okay, so we'll still route it to another insert, which is insert 12, and I'm going to rename it to pads. Right, so easy, right? Follow me, stay with me. You're going to hear the magic. So this is pattern 8. We have the kick. I think this is the kick. So what we are going to do, I think the kick is already routed to insert 1, so I would like to name it kick, so it can be identified easily. Right? Follow me and you will learn how to make your beat in no time. Pattern 9. Okay, that's a bass which is already routed. And then 10. What do we have here? Oh, it's just a guitar sound, and it has been routed already. Let's go. We have expand here, the one I just added. Yeah, we have a violin here. So what I'm going to do, we are going to do the same thing. Send it to insert 11, and we are going to rename it, and also we are going to call this one violin. Wow. So we'll move on. I think that should be the end. Every other instrumentation that is not routed wasn't part of the beat. So now look at, if you look up here, you see what we see. You see there are options here. We have unsorted. So right now we are on unsorted. Now if you click on the drop down, you see audio. Now this audio are like loops that you was imported. So see, these are loops, and sometimes maybe stuff that you played that probably later bounced it out and then you brought it in back into the project. So these are wave files. You understand? So some of them are effects, some of them are just crash, some of them are just claps, some of them are just drum fills. Like for those of us that likes using loops and samples, this is where you will find your loops. Understand? Then your plugins, your other plugins will be on unsorted. Then on the audio part, you see where you find those wave samples. Understand? So now we are going to route all this now to the channel. We're going to route all of them. So for us to save time, instead of selecting it one after the other, what we are going to do, we are going to select everything. Now, how do you select everything? You click and hold it, you drag it down. Okay, you drag it down. When you click and hold it, what do? You drag it down. So we are in the class. I hope you guys are learning, my students. And after selecting it like that, we'll go back to our channel. Look at what is going to happen here. Now watch the magic. What do I do? This is what we are going to do. We are going to right click again, channel routing. Now look at what we have. You have route selected channels starting from this track. Now before it was route selected channels to this track. Now it is route selected channels starting from this track. Okay, so now that's the option that we are going to select. Now watch what is going to happen. You see, everything that we selected has been routed accordingly, like individually to different numbers. You see, it's very fast and easy. So that's, I would have just selected or used that particular option, but I didn't want to do that for the sake of those who are just trying to learn and you want to understand everything. So I don't want to rush. I don't want to go through all those shortcuts. I just want to, the way I was taught is the way I'm going to teach. Okay. All right. Now that I think we've routed everything, now let's play the song to be sure that everything is routed. Okay. So we'll go back to our song. We'll select our song so that it will play everything that on the playlist. Click on play, and let's check our channel, our mixer channel, to see if everything is moving right. See, so everything has been routed. All right. Right. Okay, for us to be certain, I'm going to just select one track. I will mute all other tracks and probably just select one instrument to see if at all everything is routed to the mixer channel. Good. See, this is the only sound that's playing, so I had to silence everything to be sure. So that means all our instruments and our samples have been routed to the mixer channel. All right. Now the next thing we are going to do right now is to do what? To bus the drums. Now we are going to group the drum. We call it grouping. We are going to group it so that we can mix the drum individually. Now what I'm going to do right now, I will group the drum. I will select an empty. I can just select anywhere far from where we are right now. I can go to maybe my insert 30, and then I will right click and I will just give a name to it. I'll call it probably drum bus. Okay, so now all the drum will be grouped into this particular insert so that we can apply effect and then do make it sound better, mix it properly. All right, so now this is what we are going to do. We are going to select every instrument that is is a drum. We'll start with the kick. What we do, you just click on the kick and then we'll go to where we have that drum bus. And what we are going to do now, we are going to go down here and then we will right click. You right click, you're going to see something like route to this track only. So you're going to select that. When you select that, that means the drum has been sent into this group. You understand? That's the same thing we are going to do with the snare. We'll select the snare. We'll come down to where we have that drum bus. We'll right click again. You click route to this track only, right? Are you following? Now we can, to save time, I'm going to select these and these. So where I have drums that are maybe percussions that are closer to each other, I will just pick the two at once. I'll do the same thing. I'll go there, I'll right click, I'll choose route to this track only. Okay, are you watching? Are you listening? Are you following? Okay, where do we have drum? Where do you have anything percussion or drums again? All right, we'll go to, we have a shaker here, so I would like to route. This is a crash, this is a clap, this is a drum fill. So I'll select everything there, and I'm going to also do the same thing. I'm going to route to this track only. Now let's play and solo this group and see what happens. And let's play and just let's play and see if the drums has been routed. Let's see. Want to be certain. So that means if I turn that off, if I mute that particular group, you see that the drum is gone. That means everything has been routed to that group. But if I unmute it again, you see the drum comes in. Watch again. Now it's muted. That's why you can't hear anything percussion or drums. Now it's back. So that means everything has been routed. Now on this track, now we are going to just mix everything now inside our group. Okay, now look at what we are going to do. I'm going to silence everything, and I just want to hear the drums. Only the drums. That's what I want to hear. Violin, I don't want to pass. I don't want to hear everything. Only the drums. All right, so now let's see how we can make this drum very, 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 punchy. All right. So we'll go to our okay, let me go back. We'll go to the slot one. You click there. Now you have a lot of things happening here. What you need to do is what I need right now is a transient processor. So I will just go on more plugin to find it. I think I can find it here. Yeah, I don't need to go to more plugins there. It is here already. So what I would do is I'm gonna make this drum a little bit softer. I don't want it to be too harsh. I want it to be glued, soft, not too harsh. So I'm gonna bring down the harshness by dropping down the attack. Okay, right. You feeling that? I think it's a little bit softer. Then I'm going to probably increase the release a little bit, and then add the gain to give it more volume. Okay, so can you hear what is happening right now? Can you hear what is happening right now? The drums are softer and still giving you that you know what. All right, are you guys following? All right, so now the next thing I'm gonna do is I will add, I think so far it sounds good to me, but what I would do is I want to give the kick some space to breathe. So when we talk about low ends, like all those anything that is low, like kick, bass, sometimes they used to fight each other. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to sidechain the bass and the kick, so that when the bass is doing his own work, the kick can dock, or they can give space to each other. You understand what I mean? All right, okay, let's go. So now let's select the bass. Okay, so now I unmuted the bass because I want to sidechain the bass to the kick. All right, so this is what is going to happen. I'll click on the kick, and then I'll come to the bass where we have that insert 9. I think the bass is at insert 9. So I will just right click, then I will sidechain. All right, are you following up? So now when you right click, you click on sidechain. Then inside the bass, now what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add a limiter to it. So we'll find a Fruity limiter. Now inside the Fruity limiter, we are going to choose compressed. Then we're going to right click where we have the sidechain. I'll select kick. All right, now on the threshold, we are going to bring the threshold a little bit down. Okay, then we now increase the ratio. Are you hearing what is happening right now? Are you hearing what is happening right now? See, there's a space. The kick is punchy. The bass, there's space. They are not dragging each other. Are you right? So these are just basic things that you can do to make your beats sound nice, okay. Are you following me? All right. So now, before then, I think I'm fine with what is going on right here. So I will come back to it. So we got what we are doing is just basic. We don't want to go too much advanced, yeah, so that our brain will not burst. You understand? All right. So now let's check out other instruments that we added to the beat and see what we can do to it, to see the kind of effect we can add to amplify the sound. Let's try the piano. Okay, the piano. What can we do to the piano to make it? I think the piano doesn't need too much work on it. You know, sometimes music, some beats, when you're making a beat, sometimes the instruments you pick determines how good that beat will sound. You understand? There are some instruments that you pick, or there are some VSTs or sounds you select that does not really need too much processing. You understand? So you have to use your ear at the same time. There's no parameter to say, okay, to use to measure, okay, that is how it's supposed to be. Oh, if you have to do this. So depending on the kind of music you're doing, you use your ear at the same time to, you know, if it sounds good to you, it sounds good to you. You understand me? All right. So let's see what we can do. I think this what I would do, I would just increase the volume a little bit for the piano, and then I don't think it doesn't. If I add a little bit of reverb to it, let's try it to see if there's need for that. Okay, you understand? I think that's all for it. I don't need to do anything to that. That's all. So we'll go to the next one. Let's check out this other sound. Let's check out this. Which other sound should we listen to? I think the karimba. Let's listen to the karimba. I think it needs a little bit more volume. Yeah, so I will increase it a little bit. Yeah. So I will play it along. Let's play it along, so we know what we are doing. I'll solo it together. So we'll play. Let's find a space where both of them plays together. I think here. All right. So I can reduce a little bit from the mixer. All right. Let's hear the strings. Okay. All right. I can add some more stereo enhancer to that strings. I want it to be white. Okay. So we just select stereo enhancer. You go to that same. You click on that insert. That's exactly how we did with that boss. Click on the insert. Select plugin. You find a stereo enhancer to, you know, play around with it. So what I'm gonna do, I'll just, you know, I want it to, like, you know, I just want to play, find a space to put that string. You understand? Yeah, it sounds good for me. So let's try, which other instrument do we have here? Let's go to the chorus, where we have the full instrument playing. Yeah. Yeah, I think they all sound good. They sound good. Now let me listen to the guitar at the beginning. If there's need for us to still leave it there. It all depends. I think it's not bad. All right. So the next thing we are gonna do is on this kick, I'm gonna turn it to mono. So I don't want any extra. You understand? I'll turn it to mono. So how do you turn it to mono? This knob here, you drag it. Let it be in a mono. Same thing with my bass. I like leaving it in mono. All right. So I think that's just it for our basic mixing. Let's play again and listen to how it sounds. If there's still need for any more adjustment. Okay. Same thing, stereo enhancer. just give some, that gives some, wideness to the beat, so it's not just in the center, make it a little bit wide. Mado. So I think it sounds good. It sounds pretty good. And for a basic mix, okay? Alright, sounds good, right? For a basic mix. For those of you where we say Sabi pass me. Alright. For a basic. Alright, so but I'm just doing this for those people that wants to learn, okay? So go. Sounds good, right? Yeah. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'm happy that today was a success. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe because we are going to be bringing. I'm going to be doing more of these, so that you get to understand and learn on how to also create your beat as an artist. It's not just sometimes you might have a producer that doesn't give you what you really want. So sometimes it's always good that you know one or two or know the basic. You can even lay chords, lay drum patterns, and then you take it to the studio for the producer to perfect it. You understand? Because that will give you the liberty and the liberty to create, to be creative around your own production or around your own kind of music you want to create. Because that sometimes you go to a studio now and the producer might not actually understand the concept of what you want. And as an artist, so it's also good for artists also to also know how to make use of these types of softwares to be able to create melodies around, or develop songs, direct their music to the way or how they